They will chase us out of Abuja if we are not careful. Ameachi. Minister of Transportation Rotimi Ameachi has made some serious accusations against the political elites, especially those who reside in Abuja. The minister stated that the elites are burning the national resources of Nigerians and added that this action, if continued without being properly checked, would cause dire consequences. While speaking to Daily Trust about the Nigerian political atmosphere, the minister stated that the President Muhammadu Buhari is trying his best to ensure that the country is in good condition, adding that the situation of the country as seen in the catastrophic events that have been due to the rising insecurity issues cannot be blamed on the president, rather it is as a result of the hardships that have since been affecting the nation's capital. The two-term governor of Rivers State was quoted saying that what the president is saying is, let us create infrastructure. The president would ask how we feel, and when we get to Cape Town, you'll be ashamed being a Nigerian because the political elites have burnt our resources and are not able to put infrastructures on the ground. Okay, the key part is that you've served for 2 terms, meaning 8 years. That's 2 lots of 4 years, which is 8 years. That is a long time, so you can't make it seem like as if, well, if you're gonna blame anybody, you should include we, so you can, because 8 years, I'm sure a chunk of that you must have contributed to it in terms of depleting Nigeria's resources. Okay. He explained that the only thing we hear of Nigeria is that you should come to Abuja, that it is a fine city. But Abuja doesn't feed on anybody. If you're not careful, we will be chased out of Abuja. The minister was speaking ensured that he mentioned and referenced the past of Nigeria, stating that in the past, when he was a speaker and later became governor, he had already mentioned that we would wake up one day and the young boys we deprived would chase us out of town. How many big men are still living in their state? They have all run away. The minister mentioned that everyone now lives in Abuja. All wealthy people have made Abuja their home, which they only believe is protected by the president. One day, the boys will be courageous and we will be on the run. If we don't follow what the president is saying by not only diversifying the economy, but also putting the necessary infrastructures in place, there will be no need to stay together as Nigerians. People are saying that succession is the problem, but it's not. There are 2 reasons for succession: economic deprivation and injustice. Did the injustice start from this government? I was there, so we need to address it, the former governor said. He explained that the northern part of Nigeria has been deprived the same way southern parts have also been deprived, not to leave out the easterners and westerners. He then appealed to the elites that are leading the crisis of insurrection in Nigeria to be very careful, because the day the poor people of these regions come together as a people and all of us will run, they can try as much as possible to divide the country, but the day poor men come together, we will run, he said. Well, hopefully that happens, and it's actually satisfying, because it's not like, okay, it's not the people saying it, it's the political leaders themselves who've been in office and are still, holding some positions or another, that are saying this. And it's inevitable. That's how, when it comes to the relations of societies and classes, with running injustice, where you have the high class and the low class, rich and poor. So yeah, that day is definitely coming, when we do not know. But I think, again, I'm not gonna say that I know a lot about this man, in terms of his history as a governor, and a speaker at a time. I do not know, but so what I'm saying now has literally had nothing to do with him personally or his history. But to be honest, this is not really satisfactory at this point. Why? Because it's a bit too convenient to to bash this government like that. And even if he's doing that, it's more like it's more like that it's very strategic to make it seem like as if at least there is one person or a couple of people among them that kind of stand with the people. But it's not enough until a lot of them, 100% of them, have this mentality, then that's it. Instead of thinking of it as, okay, fine, the day the poor men will rise, we will have to run. Instead of thinking of it like that, of course, he did advise that we start making, infrastructure and all that. But then in what time? Obviously, anything is good, any improvement is improvement, but in what time? That is the real question. But really and truly, I don't think this statement by Rotimi Amechi has any genuine care. It comes across as very disingenuous. That's what I want to say. It's like just copy and paste, just say something was written for him, he just said it, and now I don't know if he expects us to be jumping up and down and thanking him for saying such, but yeah, I don't exactly see this as something monumental or something like, oh wow, he said this. Really and truly remove. Somebody says APC Buhari administration is a bad influence in Nigeria. Amechi is coming out small because he's aware their tenure will soon expire. Wicked people. Someone says the devil has no friend. All right. Someone says so it shall be in Jesus' name. Hypocrisy. He's saying some truth and there is sense in what he said, but Buhari government is not feeling the pulse of the masses. He should carry everybody along, tackle head on banditry, unknown gunmen and others. Somebody says the money you took to APC for 2015 elections would have facilitated the infrastructure development of Rivers State and the country as a whole. Maybe again, that's the thing. Of course, people are coming to say you are in a position of power. Again, the way it had this sort of criticism, this strong criticism in his voice, it's just very ironic because you were in power for 2 terms. That's 8 years. And that is a very long time. So you can't say that, okay, fine, for that state specifically, which adds to the aggregate, resources that have been depleted in the country, you must have done a chunk of depletion in that state. So, yeah, put what you think about this. And do not forget to like and subscribe.